Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Yoga with Christy. I am delighted to see you here. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Let's begin in child's pose. Today, I've planned a practice that is a little bit more back to basics. So a little bit more fundamentals, a little bit slower in pace. So let's meet in child's pose. And I want you to just take a few long, slow, deep breaths into your body, allowing your fingers to reach forward, allowing your hips to reach back, just feeling the energy you brought with you into this work today. Acknowledge what it took to get you here. And take one more big breath in. And a nice, big, slow exhale out. Feeling the weight of your body against the mat and the ground below you supporting you. Inhale up to a table. Fan out your fingers and root them down. We'll move through a few cycles of cat-cow to warm up the spine. On the inhale, you drop your belly and you look forward. And then as you exhale, you round out the spine. Good. Do that again. Inhale, broad collarbones, sits bones wide, shoulders broad. Exhale, bring chin to chest. Draw the belly button towards your spine. Feel free to create a little bit more movement, listening to what it is that you need from your practice today, knowing that this is a moment-by-moment practice. And then you'll curl your toes and press your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Finding a nice strong foundation in your downward facing. Letting the heels sink down towards the mat as you send your hips up and back. So upper thigh bones reach back in space. Low belly draws in and up. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Do that again. Inhale through the nose, tapping into your Ujjayi breath. Out through the nose. Make sure all 10 knuckles are pressing down so your foundation is stable and strong. When you breathe in, feel the inner knees lift and wind back. And then exhale, slowly walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway, shins, fingertips can be on shins, spine is long. Exhale, let the head hang heavy, release. Bending into the knees a little bit, creating a little bit of softness. Roll yourself up to stand, allowing the shoulders to roll back. Do that a couple times, shoulders up and back, shoulders up, round and back. And then pause with those shoulders back. Palms open, facing forward for the fully formed pose of Tadasana. Soften your face, soften your eyes. Charge through the legs so there's height happening through the full length of the spine. And then inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold it forward. Take a half lift, finding that extension through the spine. And then take a giant step back with the right foot. Bring the right knee to the mat and sweep your arms up. Exhale, frame the left foot, curl the back toes. Beautiful. And you'll step it all the way back, downward facing dog. Send that right leg on an inhale back up to the sky. Drive the knee forward. Exhale, plant that foot. This time left knee to the mat. Reach up, look up. And as you breathe out, frame the right foot, curl the back toes, lift that back leg, and step it forward. Come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Half lift, draw the hips back as the crown reaches forward, and then exhale, scoop the belly. Inhale, reaching back up to the sky, hands come through heart center, and release your palms down. Inhale to lift, heart lifts. Exhale, fold it. Pour out all your air. Halfway lift. This time, big giant step back with the left foot. Bring that left knee down, sweep the fingers towards the sky, and then frame your right foot, curl the back toes, step it back. Stay in a high plank this time. Option to drop to your knees or come down halfway. Half upward facing, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Come forward to high plank pose and come all the way down onto your belly. Baby cobra, anchor through the tops of your feet, lift your chest and release. Press through bent knees, table, curl the toes, and we'll take plank to downward facing dog. Exhale. Beautiful. Set your eyes, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, step that left foot between your hands. Right knee comes down, Anjalayasana, sweep the arms up. Exhale, frame the left foot, lift the back knee, and step forward with the right foot to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach it up, spread the fingers, look up. Hands come through heart center, and release. Sweep the arms back up to the sky, lift. Draw the belly in towards your spine as you fold forward. Halfway lift, get long through the side body, and then take that giant step back with the right and then the left foot. Hold your high plank. Squeeze the inner thighs. Option to drop your knees down. We're going to take a low push-up here and then slowly come all the way onto our bellies. Baby cobra, lift the chest, lift the shoulders, and then through bent knees, make your way to downward facing dog. Keep pressing your hands forward and down as you sink your heels. And then maybe take a big step all the way up to the top of your mat, maybe a hop or a walk. When you get to the top of your mat, half lift. Exhale, fold it. Root down through the feet. Rise all the way up. Hands come through heart center as you breathe out and release them down. You'll sweep back up, inhale. Fold forward, pour out all that air. Halfway lift. Step it back to a high plank. We're moving a little bit quicker now. Option for knees or not. You're going to bend the elbows in towards the rib cage. Hold, pause. And then come all the way down onto your belly. Beautiful work. Feel the heat rising in your body. Take a cobra pose as you inhale. And then through bent knees, we'll make our ways directly to downward facing dog. Notice what comes up when there's a little bit of heat, a little bit of intensity starting to build. Be gentle with yourself. Lift up onto your tippy toes. And step all the way forward. Left foot, then right. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Half lift, new air. Exhale, release it. Rise up, keep lifting, keep reaching, pressing the feet down to grow tall. Hands through heart center and release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold deeply. Feel your body starting to give a little bit of space, half lift. Step it back to a high plank. Hold your high plank, big inhale. On the exhale, lower down halfway. And then all the way onto your belly. Untuck the toes, take that baby cobra, then through bent knees, take downward facing dog and exhale it out. Keep sending the hips farther back in space. And on your next exhale, move forward to the top of your mat. Catch that inhale, lift, and then exhale. You fold it. Beautiful work. Rise up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's sweep up, reach up. You're doing so well. Exhale, you fold it. Just a simple, basic, back to basic reminder of these sun salutations. This time, if you want, you can drop back to low push-up pose. You can step back, you can drop your knees. Come all the way down onto your belly. Last time like this, baby cobra, roll the shoulders back, reaching through the crown. Maybe you lift all the way up from your cobra into your upward facing. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Soften your jaw. Notice if you're holding on. And then hop forward. Top of mat. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, release it down. Lifting, lengthening through the spine, growing tall. Hands come through heart center. Exhale. Now reach it up and fold it. Really nice. Half lift, long from crowns to sit bones. This time, if you'd like, hop it back to low plank. Upward facing dog, roll those shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. Slow exhale to slow down the nervous system. Do that again. Inhale. Full breath out. Beautiful. Last time like this. Inhale. Empty it out. Now lift those heels, bend your knees, hop forward to the top of your mat. When you get there, you lengthen, squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades onto your spine. Exhale. Fold it. Now rise up. Moving on to our sun bees. Bring those feet about hip width apart for the first one. And then you'll sit into your chair pose. Reaching biceps by ears. Fan out the fingers. Exhale, Uttanasana. Fold it forward. Halfway lift. Step it back with the left foot. Draw the belly in. And then rise. So you're on the tippy toes of that left foot. Crescent lunge. Exhale, frame the right foot. Step it back to a high plank. Downward facing dog. Let those heels sink back. Bend into your knees. Hop it forward. Half lift. Exhale, release it. Really nice. Chair pose. This time toes touch. Tailbone sinks. And then you bow. Straighten your legs. Half lift. This time, big step back with the right foot. Heel to the sky. Crescent lunge. You lift and lengthen. Plant the hands. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Belly's in and away from the floor. Exhale, release it. Sit your hips low. Bend into the knees. Chair pose. Exhale, stand all the way up. Really nice. Sweep your arms up, sit your butt low, chair pose, and fold it. Bring your belly to your thighs, straighten out your legs. This time, hop it back. We're moving a bit quicker. Chaturanga, upward facing dog on the inhale breath. Downward facing dog with your exhale breath. Take a breath in. And then float your right foot high to the sky. As you breathe out, bring that right knee forward and step the foot between your hands. Pivot your left foot flat. Rise up, warrior one. This time you'll move through chaturanga. You have the option to hold your plank, stepping that right foot back, holding plank, or dropping your knees. If you're taking chaturanga, you'll move either through upward facing dog or cobra, back to downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Filling up. Lifting the left leg. Driving the knee forward towards your nose. Stepping the foot down. Pivot through the right foot. And you rise. Pressing down to lift up. Hands frame the left foot. Option to hold your high plank. Always a great option. Option to drop the knees. If you're moving through the flow, elbows in, open the heart, upward facing dog, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Holding here for 2 breaths into the nose and out. On your next inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, come forward, half lift. Exhale, fold it. Sit those hips back, lift the arms, chair pose, stand all the way up, and release. Sweep your arms back up to the sky, fill up, look up, root down through the feet. Exhale, sit into your chair, Big inhale. And then exhale, you fold it. Halfway lift, spin the inner thighs back, and then make your way through chaturanga. Knees or not. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. In through the nose. And out. Beautiful. Step that right foot forward. Pivot your left foot back up to warrior one. Root through the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your palms back to the mat. Step it back. High plank pose. Right into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Roll the tips of the shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Let's go straight into the second side. Left foot steps forward. Right foot anchors. Lifting up. Lifting out of the waist. Exhale. Frame the left foot. Step it to high plank. Right into your low push-up on the exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work, you guys. Slow inhale into the body. And just pause here for a moment, exhaling. Do that again. Let your mind rest on the sounds of your deep inhalations and your slow exhalations. Pausing for a moment to feel the shifts in your body. On your next exhale, come forward to the top of your mat. Catch the inhale breath for a half lift, and then exhale, fold it down. Sit low into your chair, reach the arms up, and then press through the feet, stand all the way up. Release your hands down by your sides. Beautiful work. Really good. Okay. Sweep your arms back to the sky. Exhale, let's fold it forward. Half lift, long flat spine. And then exhaling, grab a hold of your big toes with your middle and index fingers. Press down into the inner line of both feet. And then let your elbows go wide as you let your head drop down. Spin the inner thighs back behind you. You can have a little bend in your knees if you need to, but keep pressing energetically through the inner line of your feet, feeling the inner line of your legs wake up. Using the strength of your biceps to pull your torso, your chest down towards your thighs. Maybe give your head a little shake yes here, a little shake no. Release any tension that might have accumulated through all those sun salutations. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. And then gently release the toes, take a half lift. Beautiful work. Extend that left foot back to the back of your mat. Come back up into your warrior one, anchoring through the back left foot. Here, I want you to draw the right belly back in space and do the same thing with the left inner thigh. Draw it back. Draw the left shoulder forward so you're becoming more square to the front of your mat, and then allowing your lower body to descend as you lift up and out of the pelvis of the waist. On your next exhale, frame your right foot. Beautiful work. Stay with me. Get long through your spine. And then what you're going to do is lift that left leg. So you're going to transfer your weight into your right foot. A block here is really nice for extra support if you need it. Keep driving the left inner thigh to the sky. And then very slowly, maybe you bring your palms to heart center, lifting your chest. We're moving into a warrior three variation. So maybe you extend your fingertips forward. So you're in a nice long line from crown to heel, fingertips to heel. Keep lifting away from the ground. And then slowly let the hands come down, let the left foot land. Beautiful work. Keeping your left hand on the mat. And all you're going to do is spin open into a side plank. Beautiful. Can you get that right hip as high as your right armpit? Reaching the right arm to the ceiling. Pressing down firmly with both feet. Beautiful work. So you want to guide that right shoulder blade around the spine, and then exhale, meet me in a downward facing dog. Really nice work. Well done. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, travel forward to the top of your mat. When you get there, half lift. Crown is long forward towards the front, and then exhale, scoop the belly and fold. Halfway lift. This time, take a giant step back with that right foot. You're going to pivot, come into warrior one on this side. So same thing on this side. The energy from the waist down is descending down. Feet are pressing into the earth. Draw in and up through the pelvic floor, but keep drawing the left belly back in space and the right inner thigh back in space. As you spin your heart space more forward, right shoulder more forward. Keep lifting from the crown of your head as the hips descend down towards the mat. Strong warrior one. Feeling energy moving through your body. On your next exhale, frame that left foot with both hands. And you're going to transfer all your weight into that left foot as you float the right leg, coming into this warrior three variation. So fingertips can stay on the floor. You can grab for your block for support. It's perfect. You want all 5 toes facing down as you lift from the right inner thigh. And then go ahead and bring palms to heart center if you're moving into the full expression of warrior three. Fingertips reaching forward by biceps, by ears. Keep drawing the belly in and away from the floor. And then hands plant down. Beautiful work. Stepping that right foot to the back of your mat. Planting the right hand as you move into your side plank variation. So feel that left shoulder blade move around your spine as you reach up and lift the pelvis up. Get a little higher, press down a little bit more containment. Take a big inhale, and then exhaling, high plank. Option to lower down, low push up, or just meet us in downward facing dog. Take a long breath into your body and a slow breath out. Inhale that right leg to the sky. Bring the right knee forward towards your nose. Step it forward. You'll pivot your back foot flat. Anchor through the feet. This time you're moving into warrior two. So you'll spin your whole body open towards the left side of your mat. Fingers are charged, reaching in opposite directions. But at the same time, through the midline of your body, everything is contained. The ribs draw in, pelvic floor draws in, shoulder blades draw in. And you want to make sure that you're anchoring through that back left foot, providing just as much effort on the left side of your body as you are through the right side of your body. Challenge yourself by lowering the hips just a little bit. Maybe taking the effort out of the shoulders. And then inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring your left hand to your hip, right hand to your thigh, or fingertips all the way down to the floor. We're moving into extended side angle. So notice if you're collapsing, you don't want the upper body collapsing over that right thigh. You want to create uplift through your torso, uplift through your heart. That back left foot is strong. Long line from crown to left heel. Take a full breath in. And spin open and breathe out. And then frame that right foot. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Lift the left leg high to the sky. Drive that knee in towards your nose and then lightly step it between the hands. Pivot the back foot so that it's anchored. And then rise, warrior two. You're going to want to charge through those fingertips, but at the same time, draw the shoulder blades together, draw the low ribs together. Even imagine drawing your hip points towards one another. And you're balancing out this effort by anchoring through your right foot And you're creating softness and stillness by gazing over your left fingers. And all you need to do is hold and breathe, resisting the urge to constantly be moving. You know that will come eventually. Beautiful. Take another breath in. And then you'll move into your extended side angle, bringing the right fingertips onto your right hip as you move your left hand to the inside of your left leg. So either fingertips on the block or a floor, or even forearm to thigh. Right fingertips reach up and the top of the right shoulder rolls back as the left side body spins open towards the right. Staying here, we're not here for much longer. Can you feel your spine lengthen? Imagine space between each and every vertebrae as you lengthen the crown forward and up, pressing that right foot down. I am so proud of you. Well done. Let's take one more great big breath in. And then reach the right hand overhead and down. Step it back. We'll take high plank pose. Sending hips back for downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Draw the heels down and back. On your next inhale, lift those heels, bend your knees, and bring them all the way down to the floor. You're gonna bring your fingertips back and we're gonna stand on our knees here. Setting up for camel pose. Camel pose is a back bend. It's also a heart opener. It's a supercharged pose. Lots of energy in this pose. So bring your fingertips sort of like you're placing your hands into the pockets of your blue jeans. And then press down a lot with your feet. Again, they're your foundation. Start to walk your gaze in front of you and up towards the sky. Resist the urge to really force your hips forward. Press down with the feet and allow your head to go back. You want your head a little bit supported though. Don't let it fall all the way back. Rolling the shoulders back, squeezing the elbows. Excellent work. You'll take another breath in. And then as you come up, you'll press back into your feet again and gently release. Beautiful. Bring your hands down. And let's scooch our bum onto the mat, sweeping your feet to one side, bringing your legs out in front. So extending both legs long in front, I want you to sit up high onto your sits bones. So remove the flesh from underneath your bum, extend the legs and drive the heels into the earth. I want you to feel the charge through your legs. So the kneecaps will lift slightly. And then from that place, the staff posture, I want you to get tall through your spine. And then exhale, folding forward. Once you've come to a forward fold, I'm going to get you to remove your fingers from your feet or your ankles or your shins if you've grabbed for anything. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Reach the arms tall. Keep driving the sits bones down as the crown reaches high. Keep the charge, the activation through the legs. And then you're going to start to hinge forward, sliding your fingertips alongside your legs with the palms up to resist the urge to pull. So I just want you to let gravity do its thing here. Maybe let the head hang heavy. Notice where in your spine you're feeling this. Breathing generously, allowing for a little bit of release, a little surrender with every exhale. And the more you come back and repeat these postures, these poses, the more your body will yield, the more you will soften and open. Stay here feeling what's coming up, where the tightness might hold. Being gentle. Take one more breath in. empty out. And then slowly on your next breath in, you'll come back up into a seated position. Long spine. You're going to cross that right foot over your left knee. Using your right hand kind of like a prop or a kickstand, reach for that right knee with the left arm for your twist. Feeling your spine lengthen. And then exhale. Look over your right shoulder and twist a little deeper. Breathing in. Emptying out completely. Moving into the final moments of our practice, being patient and soft with yourself. Gently come back through center, shake out those legs. One more time, sweep your arms up, get long. And then we'll take it right to the second side. That left foot will plant on the outside of your right knee. This time left fingertips work as a kickstand, and you'll reach for the left knee with the right hand. Feel your spine get tall and long as you twist and rinse. Soften through the jaw and the eyes. Really taking in all the work, all the energy, all the shift from this simple practice. Beautiful work. Okay, let's make our way back through center. Release that left leg back. Place both legs together. Shake them out. Inhale. One last big reach up to the sky. And folding forward, Paschimottanasana, we'll roll all the way down onto our backs. Bring your feet about mat width distance. Let your knees fall in together and cactus out your arms. Option just to stay here like this, feeling the whole weight of your back body on the mat. Taking in the sounds around you, the beating of your heart, the rise and fall of your breath. Option perhaps to windshield wiper the legs side to side to finish in a gentle supine twist. And when you feel complete, you'll bring your palms down by your sides, palms up. You'll extend your right leg and then your left leg long on the mat and as wide as the mat. Release the pelvis. Soften the jaw, the eyes in their sockets. Shavasana, our final shape. Let your eyes be closed. Let your breath be soft. Just let everything we just did melt into your body. Resting like this is very important. It helps us to learn. It helps with the neuroplasticity of learning. This practice and these shapes become more familiar as you repeat them. And this act of being still and soft is self-nourishing, self-care. Give yourself as much time as you need in this pose. It was a pleasure to have you with me today, moving and flowing. As always, the light in me acknowledges that very same light in each and every one of you. If you'd like to close your practice, you can roll to one side and then press yourself up into a seated position, bringing palms together at heart center. Bow your head slightly. Acknowledge yourself. Namaste. Thank you so much. See you next time.